What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of Smackdown, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE unveil a new championship, Raw and Smackdown both expanding to 3 hours, an update on Rhea Ripley, WWE Unbans Move, footage of what happened after Smackdown, a WWE superstar denies the rumors, WWE putting a special twist on a PLE special, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now, as always, we won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good, is number 1, the pile driver is back. Now, the pile driver is back, and poor Randy Orton had to be the first to discover that the WWE is now treating it as a weapon of mass destruction. Kudos to everyone involved, including the announcers who reminded fans why the move is banned, and to the writers for having Randy Orton stretch it out. Fans are already talking about how the WWE used the pile driver, and we'll have more about that in the news. Number 2, tag team action galore. Last night was a night to celebrate tag team wrestling, as the WWE featured 3 thrilling tag matches that followed the company's policy of a two-pronged approach to their use. The first was to put on an entertaining match, while the second was to advance storylines. Number 3, bloodline drama always entertains. And was the WWE going overboard with its use of the bloodline? While the storylines get the lion's share of the TV time, there are no good reasons for changing the group, which is beginning to look like an entire roster or how it's utilized. It's obvious how much time the WWE's creative department invests in the storyline, and the dividends continue to be astronomical, including ratings, ticket sales, and merchandise. Granted, the Bloodline saga has its ups and downs, but when you're considering it's entering its 4th year and still going strong, it's hard to argue with success. Number 4, the United States Women's Championship has been revealed. Now, the wait is over as SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis announced that the WWE is adding a United States Championship for its women's division, which is incredible news. The new title could help create storylines for the undercard players who aren't ready for the world title, but can contribute to the show. Now, we're hopeful that the WWE uses the title to showcase more female talent and create more opportunities for superstars to get over. With the latest news on SmackDown, this title could come in handy if the WWE spends more time pushing its undercard. Number 5, Ciampa goes bonkers. Now, it's a tale as old as time itself, at least wrestling-wise, as a wrestler tires of losing and steps over the edge. Here, Tommaso Ciampa used DIY's match against Pretty Deadly to take out his aggression and frustration by dismantling Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. The young team looked neither pretty or deadly after Ciampa ended the match, and the only question now is how long before Tommaso turns his anger to his frenemy Johnny Gargano. And Bayley vs Candice LeRae showcase match. Candice LeRae vs Bayley was an important match, not so much for storyline purposes, but to give fans an engaging encounter while also reminding them that Candice LeRae is someone to keep an eye on, especially now that WWE's introduced a second women's title, or third depending on your opinion on whether the Speed Championship really counts. But that was a good. What about the bad? Is number 1, Tiffy time has expired. The WWE's Tiffany Stratton-Nia Jax storyline has become the wrestling equivalent of spoiled milk. Even worse, milk that's been left in the fridge so long that you retch every time you open the door. Alright, maybe that's going a little too far, but it's time to throw this storyline out before it starts stinking up the entire women's division and damages Tiffany Stratton's career. That briefcase needs to be cashed in ASAP. And number 2, OG Bloodline reunion rushed. Now, we've heard the saying what a difference a day makes, but what about how difference an hour makes? Roman Reigns went from wanting nothing to do with Sami Zayn to suddenly accepting him into his posse. As entertaining as the Bloodline saga is, this reunion has been rushed, unlike most of the WWE storylines that takes weeks or months to play out. Now, there was nothing downright ugly. SmackDown featured the usual entertaining blend matches, in-ring action and backstage segments, and interviews to keep fans tuned in for 2 hours. SmackDown wisely used the events at Crown Jewel to springboard storylines into Survivor Series rather than running a 2-hour recap of Saturday's PLE. What did you guys think of the Blue Brand last night? And what did you guys think of the new WWE United States Women's Championship? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Now, first story looks at Raw and Smackdown expanding to 3 hours. On top of today's news is a report from PW Insider that the rumors of Raw and Smackdown expanding to 3 hours in January are true. Fans have heard many rumors about the situation, but nothing has been confirmed until now. According to PW Insider, both shows will become 3-hour programs. Once upon a time, the idea of a 3-hour wrestling program was enough to send WWE fans to bed early. However, the radical changes to the WWE creative department, primarily Triple H replacing Vince, have improved the product that fans often enjoy all 3 hours of Raw, as seen by the show's improved ratings. The introduction of a secondary women's title on SmackDown should create a new storyline for the 3rd hour. And it's likely fans will see a Women's Intercontinental Championship on Raw. This and the rumors of NXT talent jumping to the main roster means that Triple H will have even more talent to work with. What do you guys think of Smackdown moving to 3 hours? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, WWE Unbans Move. WWE fans are thrilled by what appears to be the return of two classics to the squared circle, the pile driver and the use of blood. A tweet by Public Enemies podcast sums up how the WWE Universe feels about the returns. Pile drivers and blood are back in WWE. The world is healing itself. While many moves make the pile driver look tame by comparison, particularly moves down on the floor or through the table, some fans will give the WWE a pass if it limits the pile driver's use and limits it as a true game changer. Next up, what happened after Smackdown? And thanks to the members of the Wrestlelamia team, we managed to capture what happened after Smackdown, and Sami Zayn showed some love to Jey Uso.
It's been a crazy night, and I don't know what's next in store for the Bloodline, I really don't, but I want to say one thing. Everything that happened tonight, with me and with Jimmy and with Roman and all of this coming together, none of it would have been possible if it wasn't for this man right here, Jey! You're my dog. And I love you. No matter what happens next. No matter what happens at Survivor Series. No matter what happens in War Games. I got your back.
Next up, an update on Rhea Ripley. It's time for a quick update on Rhea Ripley, who was recently injured and written off TV with a kayfabe attack by Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Rhea returned from a shoulder injury only to suffer an undisclosed injury. PW Insider reports that the injury may not be as bad as initially thought. It also mentioned that the WWE has significant plans for the Eradicator at WrestleMania and hopes that she'll be back in time for the event. Next up, WWE putting a twist on a PLE special. And get ready for a blast from the past as the WWE prepares for the return of Saturday night's main event on 14th December. The WWE's decision to revive the show has created plenty of buzz already, and a new report suggests they plan on capitalizing on the nostalgia surrounding the series. PW Insider is reporting that a recent WWE email announcing the release of more tickets noted, "We're bringing that old school look and feel to the Nassau Coliseum on December 14th for the return of Saturday night's main event." PW Insider added that the WWE is looking to recreate the series' original look. For example, a Titantron will be used, and as a result, there won't be any closed-off seating. While we aren't saying the WWE is doing this to create more space to sell tickets, it's very convenient given the high demand for WWE tickets. Fans of the WWF's legendary TV series Saturday Night's Main Event are looking forward to the show's return, and while details on the card are light, rumor has it that WWE plans to make it a star-studded affair. For example, there's already talk that Cody Rhodes will face Kevin Owens, while Damian Priest will challenge Gunther in his bid to regain the World Heavyweight Championship. Are guys looking forward to Saturday night's main event? Next up is the WWE ID program Bigger Than Believed. Just how many indie wrestlers are connected with the WWE ID program? The new program reportedly is aiming to provide more opportunities for indie wrestlers to become future WWE superstars by linking them with WWE-approved training schools and other opportunities. They announced earlier this week that several wrestlers have joined, but PW Insider reports that there are already 20 wrestlers in the program. Next up, a WWE superstar signs a Legends deal. Add Bubba Ray Dudley to the recent wave of former WWE superstars to sign a Legends deal. Bubba, who competed on Wednesday's ECW-themed of NXT 2300, appeared at a virtual signing for the Sign by Superstars and revealed that he signed a Legends contract. You may recall recent signings such as Jesse the Body Ventura, Hornswoggle, Mick Foley, Diamond Dallas Page, and Rob Van Dam. As several news sites, including Inside the Ropes, explained, there are several benefits to superstars who sign the deal, including Legends deals ensure that the stars receive post-retirement income and gives them a cut from the merchandise sales, TV appearances, and video game appearances. It also provides opportunities for the veterans to show up in cameo roles on WWE programming and to participate in short-term storylines. This is great news for WWE fans. Next up, a WWE superstar denies the rumors. Now, while Bubba Ray Dudley has signed a Legends deal, former WWE superstar Melina is making it clear that she hasn't. Melina, who managed Eminem before competing as a single star, appeared on the Muscleman Malcolm show, and the former WWE Women's and Divas champion stated that the rumors of her signing a Legends deal are inaccurate and encouraged fans to stop believing internet rumors. As for whether she signed a Legends contract, she answered, "It just all depends on what they take away from your life. Of course, there will be more money and this and that, but it's not about the money for me. It's about being able to be free to do what I want with what I was blessed with in wrestling." A Legend's contracts usually come with restrictions. For example, Kevin Nash was unable to appear on camera during Sting's retirement match for AEW, reportedly because he was under a WWE Legends contract. While there are benefits, some wrestlers may feel their career is still at a point where they want to be able to compete wherever they want and whenever they want. But there you have it, folks, our look at SmackDown as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.